right. We are pretty much gonna wipe out this account if I don't step in and manage my risk correctly. But here I have a clear opportunity to make things right. I have a breakout or a just liquidity grab around here. You just get in, and get out here, and get out here. I shouldn't go with too much size. I could do the 2 contracts if I feel like I want to get out early. So this is a delta of 4. I should have a chart up there that tells me that. So 33 delta or 233s or 166. And that's we're currently at 408. Right there. 407 is the closest thing. We've moved $5 away from that, so we move up. We're buying calls. We moved up, so the call that we wanted, so the 63 is gonna get more expensive, right? We wanted the 63 at first, but it's gonna get more expensive. So we have to go with the 17.5. That's 17.5. But this is 0. I don't want 0 DT. $17.5 calls, which is a 33 delta. We wanted a 63, which is 402. We add 5. Or 405. I think 405 is better. So the 410 is probably better. 412 also works. We're at 408. Again, we moved. Points. We were at 404, right? We were at 404, which is like 405. We wanted us, 404, that works. It moved up 5, so the new one is 410. Or if we wanted a 33, the new one would be 422, which is delta 25 right now, but it will change to, I think that one's better. But 422 is actually good. It's actually reachable. We'll add that one instead. We'll buy 2 of them. We'll buy 2. And just for fun, let's look at other companies. Let's look at AMD. AMD is in the wick. Yesterday was a strong close, but also weak close. It's kind of everywhere. Robe trading. I'm literally trading my underwear. Yesterday, it was around here, which was in the wick of the prior day, which is kind of like a grab of liquidity, and you can see there was a lot of liquidity, a lot of choppiness. For me, liquidity is choppiness where a lot of activity has happened and it refuses to go further from that choppiness. And so it opened around there. It actually opened around, yeah, right in the bottom, near the bottom of it. Gather that up, got bought up a good amount, and then bounced off the top of the body and went back down, crossed. Like, it was a huge move, like insane move. The second move, I don't know how I would have caught that, but basically the first move is this. Basically kind of stopped out in a way. You know, you got your 3-for-1 right there, and I think you get 2 of them, which is nice. And you do easily. And then for the downside, you could go with this. That's far. Yeah, that's far. It's a no-touch entry. That's difficult. That's just like a no-touch and go. I determine the target. Well, I would have gotten out here, but this is way too much for me, like for me to handle and assess. Look at that! Wow. Today, we're in the wick. It could be another wick liquidity grab, but there's not much of it. There's not much activity. I mean, it could reject off this kind of. Oh. Is there a reason for it to go higher? Kind of no. It's volatile. It's a little crazy. Let's look at Nvidia. Also grab some liquidity. It opened here.
It's 8 o'clock.
And it went higher, right? It was the initial liquidity grab, and then it went down. The down move, I don't know how to do it. For it to bounce back up again from here, that's crazy. But a pretty straightforward move. Screenshot that. For today, it's looking like Tesla. It's looking like AMD. They all got like a very similar situation going on. I'm sure QQQ as well. QQQ Q's is, I'll make that nice move up. I don't know. Go to 15 minute. That was that. Move to the 1.5 that I drew. That's crazy. I'm a wizard. Anyways, is this worth the screenshot? The target to the 0% rate is kind of cool. No touch, go down. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, again, today, same thing as AMD and NVIDIA and Tesla. Is there any news? It's Wednesday, the 20th, 2026. Fed Governor Michael Barr's speech. Minutes of Fed's May FOMC meeting. That's just the literature regarding that. Don't oversize. I'm not gonna oversize. I don't care how great the setup looks. We're not oversizing. SPY is up already. Let's see how much. It's kind of near the 1% average. AMD is up. It's volatile, so it's been volatile. It will probably continue to be volatile. It's already up currently 2.8%, which is not that crazy. Yesterday, it did double that to the downside. Nvidia is up like maybe 2%, let me see, or 1.5. 1.6, yeah, 1.59. QQQ, already checked that. Let's look at Apple. Something more stable. I did like Apple, but it didn't do what I was hoping for. It is a smaller moving stock. It's more like a 2-for-1 kind of deal, which I don't even think it touched because 2 is right there, and they didn't even get it. They didn't. So I got kind of stuck holding that. I wish I was trading shares. It would have been easier overall with everything. It would be easier to stay green. It's easier to hold and all that stuff. Yeah, we're just today. The plan is get done trading, shower, go to work. It's Wednesday. Maybe catch a baseball game for the local team. Maybe. The gym, is a good idea as well. Maybe go to the gym first, then shower, and then eat and stuff like that. Yeah, it's a simple thing to do. Alright, Apple's just kind of sideways. Pre-market's in the body. I don't like that. Gold has been dropping. Nasty. It's like low. Yeah, it's been dropping hard, bro. Silver even more, watch. I don't even know why we still on it, bro. Come on. And it gaps so much. It always gaps up or down. It looks disgusting, the chart. There's liquidity, but shit. I hate how much you be gapping. Gapping, capping. Unless I change this to a week. Yeah, that's not good. That's definitely like bearish mode. Ugh. Yeah, don't like it. What else could we look at? The INTC is the INTC has a. I don't have it up there. Yeah, we're not gonna look at MU. INTC is more of a decent liquid stock. Walmart doesn't move enough. Meta is too much spread. Let's see how much it's moved up. Pre-market, it's already too much. But it's been moving a lot. So if I wanted to get in, it would have to be back down, to these levels and to this liquidity. It would have to be like grab that from there to there, and then go there, go back up there. So come down here, but it's all the way up here already. So it's just not my cup of tea. There's no setup for me. We got QQQ Tesla. They put Nvidia back up there. Google, same thing as. It's more choppy. Google's like something people don't even pay attention to. Yeah, Nvidia is already, no, it's not even up that much. Nvidia is more like a 3% mover, which is, halfway, just above, halfway to it. Again, it could be grabbing liquidity and come back down, close the gap, it's gapped. It's gapped, close the gap. It's possible. Definitely possible. If it wants to close the gap, then it'll be a quick close the gap back down to the 0% line. Something like this. If it equals 3, then maybe it is worth the trade. Yep. Nvidia to the downside. Yep, I could see that. I could see that working. But is it a shift in momentum? Well, that's what happened. That's what we saw yesterday. Right? We saw that yesterday. The pre-market shifted to the downside, but it reclaimed the upside, and it just went sideways from there. A lot of stocks did that, and it could do it again. For a breakout, I don't see it because there isn't a lot of levels to break off of. Like, I see this as resistance more than anything. And Nvidia has one, which permits a ton of delta, which is risky, very risky. It pretty much gives me the entire, 375 is what I would lose. 265 in deltas is crazy, so 4 cons. This would require 4 cons. Four cons is crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot of freaking risk. I mean, it doesn't move. It could move a lot too. Shit. If I change it to, give it another dollar, 1.5. 2 cons of 88.
It's 8:15.
Would I wait for the trigger? Well, I mean, it could go past it too, so I can't be like absolute. Oh yeah, it's gonna stay within that, something like that. But look at the risk reward now; it's changed. Yeah, the stop is too tight. I don't know. I don't like this. We gotta be checking a lot because we're in a spot that could definitely end up bouncing within those large wicks. So wicks is volatility and up and down and sideways and all that crap. The ideal place to get in is probably the body right here. More like this. That's a 2-to-1. Not gonna oversize. It's gonna be hard to switch between that and, well, unless I'm able to open like another workspace, which I can. Like workspace, let me see, I could save this, duplicate workspace, yes. So there we go, we got duplicate workspace. And what we'll do is this one's linked up to red. This one will link to yellow. And you can keep it at Tesla. We can do an aggressive scalp while having a long position. So I could have a 5.5 for a 2-to-1, which is a 148, a delta of 48, delta 48 call. It's right here. We add 5, so it'll be this one right here, 350, and boom. There you go. No, not to red, rather yellow. Send to yellow. Now I gotta go back to my red because I ruined it, which was a delta of 43. We would get 2 of those. Here we buy 2. Workspace 3, we buy 2. Workspace 3, copy 1, we get 1. So answer immediately, or wait before. Well, let me see. Yeah, the 5% is pretty much the top of this. Can't do much about it. True liquidity grabbing is definitely not yesterday's low. I mean, yeah, it could be that too. Could be that too. I think it is that. I think it is that. Yeah. That area right there. It will only drop $4. Ugh. Yeah, I just don't know. Just don't know. 10 minutes left. I want to put music, but I don't want to get copyright violation or whatever. Are people watching? Man, I don't even know. If people are watching, say hello. I don't even look at my stats. I guess they do get uploaded. What the fuck? Oh, okay. Why is it frozen? Alright. Did it close? No, we're still. Yeah, I don't know, it's okay, this really delayed. So yeah, some people get on there. Some people get on here. Okay. Average duration. A couple seconds, that's good enough. So Tesla's sticking around. I want to see if I lose those 350. It's fine. Not gonna enter both because that's gonna equal a big loss. It's gonna go either or. Um, First one is the bigger range, right? That's my protection. Second one is getting on the break if it breaks, but I gotta be fast. Gotta be fast. So click once with the copy. So I gotta have that one first. Open. There we go. Got my order ready for that one, and then once I enter, I will look for a breakout. That's when I enter for the other one. Or I could enter the other one when it reaches down there. But that's double the risk. I'll enter if it's down all the way down there. And yeah, we're not entering the body. No. Alright, magic trick. I'll pull out 2 of hearts. 10 of hearts. They both start with a T. Alright, let's keep track of the other ones. VIX is probably down. Yeah, makes sense. AMD just going higher, man. You're just going higher. Okay. I said for NVIDIA, maybe to the downside, but I didn't like the risk reward. Apple, QQQ, same thing as NVIDIA. I got my eyes on Tesla for the upside. It just makes more sense. The pre-market choppiness, it's kind of holding. I kind of want to see it hold. Otherwise, if it cracks below, 407, then to me it's kind of like we're not getting in until I see it go like to between 405 and 404. Make this pink. So that's one zone, and then I'm gonna ignore that one. And then I'm gonna get in on that one. 2 clicks. So Tesla is my strongest bet. We have a strong yesterday candle. Maybe I should take notes. So today's the 20th. 5/20 Wednesday. Tesla. Prior day strength. Pre-market strength above yesterday's high, which is what I love to see. I love to see it above yesterday's high. It could bounce above yesterday's high. It could go in a little bit. It could be a no-touch bounce. That's why I like that big old block of stop range, because it gives me all that, a true invalidation, possibly below 402, because it could grab some liquidity from way down there. That's possible, right? That's definitely another possibility. So there's so much, before it goes up, it could come down a lot. Yeah, that's true. And I want to highlight that area here. Where it can, definitely flip around. So it's got a lot to grab. Definitely does. So right now I do have the larger
It's 8:30.
stop range. Let's see what it does. I don't want to oversize. So I got in with 1 for the big old stop range. And then we want to see it break above there to get in 2 of these other ones. It's holding. So got into those. Let's see if it fails halfway, then I'm not gonna keep it. And if it breaks above that, then that's definitely, let's see how much momentum. It's faking out, looks like it's faking out. Okay, breaks. See how strong this break is. Okay, that's some strength. Is it faking out? What? Yep, looks like it's a little iffy. I'll get out completely around there. I don't think that's strong enough, honestly. That's kind of a weak. That's, to me, it's a little bit weak. Yeah. So let me get out of that. Okay. I might have to get out of this one too. No, you're holding? You do wanna go? Alright, I'll hold both, which is again oversizing, which is terrible. Either stops me out or goes to target. We'll see. It's holding, guys. I'm not gonna get scared. It's gonna be invalidated below that pre-market. I'm gonna trust the pre-market. Okay, I'm gonna trust the pre-market. I'm gonna trust prior days, like this area right here. That's got a lot of activity there to support it. So we'll see. We'll see. I'm just gonna try to look away. Put an alert right there. And put an alert down here. I just don't want to look at it, you know. It's, if you're strong, you're strong. If you're not, then oh well, anything can happen. They should be popping off, dude. Not slowly grinding. It's still early. We'll see, man. Here we have somewhat of a risky spot. Let's see, the other. I might even end on the other one. The other one's not even in. What the heck happened? Yeah, I don't know what happened on the other one. Yeah, what did happen with that? Baidu open. Yeah, it was in. But I guess I stopped out. I don't know. Now I'm oversized a lot. Now I'm really oversized. What was a good entry now is a late entry. I'm not gonna keep oversizing. Yeah, I think I did flat out with that one. I'm still bullish, but I would prefer it to have gone down there, reach for some of that, and then gone higher. It looks like it's just accumulating right now. The hardest part about trading is waiting. Waiting. What do you do while you wait? Because you want to feel like you're making money and doing something with purpose. I don't know, making money without doing much feels wrong. To be making money while just sitting here not contributing to society. I'm just there like scalping move. It doesn't feel right. But it's available. And, and this capital accumulation is for a purpose. We're here for a purpose. That purpose is use that capital that we make to start a business that has purpose. Trading has a purpose. It's gonna fund good projects for the future, for passion projects and stuff. We're not gonna be funding women, okay? We're not gonna be spending our money on women. A woman is not my purpose. A business is my purpose. Starting a restaurant, a fast food chain that is gonna be good for people. But yeah, sitting here waiting is difficult. I do want to set a OCO, but I don't know how to I've tried it and it doesn't work. See, if I was doing shares right now, I would have been probably taking some profit, but because it's options, it's depreciating, it is losing money, it is not really making money, it is boring right now. So 5-minute opening range. I guess now we're doing a 15-minute opening range. I guess I'm gonna look at my to-do list. Be productive in other ways. So yeah, trading does have a purpose in my life. Bitcoin, let's see what's that.
I'm waiting for Bitcoin to hit 87,000. I don't know what's gonna do it, man. Came down hard big time.
Yeah, these contracts are barely moving. See, I got a 415 call. I think the delta was the delta. $45. And I didn't get the zero. So I don't know why it's not really moving. And I did get it kind of late. Let's see all the dollars. Let's see. Yeah, you can see all the dollars there. So I got in here on both, got out on one when it pulled back, and I got back in here for the other one, which is still good. I want to get out around here, maybe hold one to the 5% line or near it. You know, around this area, I'm like, oh, I kind of want to get some out. I want to take some profit, but if it doesn't work, oh well. Kind of don't want it if it doesn't go. But I need to use the restroom. If it rings, well, I'm screwed. I didn't take coffee this time. Play around a little bit this. Right there. So this is not real money, this is just eval. I gotta make up all that freaking money. That money. So I kind of do like this setup of 2 workspaces. I could have more workspaces. That's just gonna involve trading too much size. Right now I have a little bit too much size, if I'm being honest. Like I should get out of one of them at least. Yeah, I got out of one of them. Why isn't this one showing my P&L? I don't like this one either. So this one's glitching because it's not showing my P&L. So dumb. Why aren't you showing my P&L, bro? Did it work? Let's look at the pullback of this. At the 1 minute. There's a decent pullback. Could flatten.
It's 8:45.
I could hold. No, one contract. I mean, I don't need to see my P&L, to be honest. As long as it reaches my target, it will sell at what it's supposed to sell, which it did with the other contract. But that's a big pullback candle. Yeah. But still, a higher high, higher low. Yeah, I don't like that. Did not like that. I wish I was doing shares. But I think if I was doing shares, I'd be being too tight. Alright, so I'm out of everything. Just didn't like that price action. Unless it wants to come back down here again, so we can try again. But honestly, I don't control how it gets to the target, so I don't know why I got out. We could go down to. I'm just getting with one. Just one contract. Just one contract. Either here or here. That's a lower low, a higher low. Clearly, right? Delta for this is 46. Alright, so stop me out. Oh man, that's nasty. So when I lose a lot, apparently. Shit. Fuck. But when I'm trying to make money, I don't fucking make shit. Like, this is so fucking stupid, dude. I hate options. I hate options with a passion. But it's the only prop firm that lets me use leverage without me putting much of my own, without me needing much money. So it is what it is. Vanquish, I hate you. I hate that you removed shares because you did have shares and I don't know why you got rid of them. Fucking, because you know we were gonna do good on those. You just know we were. AMD flying. Nvidia, yep, it did what I was gonna, yep, it did what I fucking said it was gonna do. Just like that. Off that liquidity, go back down. Now, from here, it did bounce off the 0% line. So from there on, it should go up. So Nvidia, you are asking for me to get in. And for me to get in, this is perfect. This is perfect. 221. Is it 220? Back up to the top. Let's go. There we go. Let's go. Got 2 contracts on you. You do the rest of the work. It is a restroom. If it drops below that, I will be alerted. Yeah, Nvidia scaring me for a bit. We'll see what happens, dude. I kind of want to get back in. Not back in. I want to get in some more because it's got this little top right here. Breaks above it. Maybe just go blast off to that 3% target of. What is that? 227. But again, that's probably gonna make me oversize again. But actually, no. Proper size for this. I think I did come up with it. Thought I drew it. Yeah, there it is. It's that. It's this right here. It's $1. $1 permits me a delta of 66. So I can have 466 contracts. I have one. I have 244 contracts. So I could definitely scalp it. With 2 more contracts.
It's 9 o'clock.
We're at 220. Deltas are 56, not bad. I mean, the spread is not even bad either. So, yeah, if it breaks that, yeah, definitely going for the 2 contract scalp, but it has to break. Look, I'm only up $50 according to this. But when it comes down, I'm like down what, freaking 100, 200. That's the weird thing about this platform. So there we go. It broke it. Can I hold it? Probably retest a bit. Fake out. Right. What's the right thing to do is wait for a candle close above. Okay. Or not. I don't know. Now we're at 0. Now we're losing money. And this can lead to tilt. We're just gonna hold. We're just gonna hold. I either lose. I mean, the delta is less than I was supposed to get, but the spread is now, the stop range is now greater. Now it's 2, which says I should take a smaller delta. So how much am I oversized by? Let me see. So I'm like at 1.5 now because I averaged up. Now I should have 4. Yeah, I'm at the right size right now. Actually, that works out. 220. I'm a little oversized. Yeah, I could take one off. Take one off and then I'm gonna sell one and just hold 3. Holding 3 is about the right size to be at. Coinbase. Forgot about that. Tesla. Let me see Tesla. Nvidia going higher. Barely making any money. Wow. Fucking $120 up. Wow. That's crap. But I'll get out of one contract just to secure something. This is our miracle fantasy level. I'll call that my fantasy level. And then I'll raise my stop to break even. And then I'll raise this all the way up here. Because I believe it can definitely go up there. De nada. Cuidado. We don't know how it's gonna get there, but it could get there. Wow. Let's go, NVIDIA. Yes. Yes, there we go. Blow up. Come on. The volume's not really there. What happened? Okay, now we're popping. No. Get back up there. Come on, bro. Yes. Boom. Boom. Blow up above. Yes, there we go. Look at that. That's an explosion right there. Was that for me to scalp? Well, I wasn't really paying attention to my executing powers. There is that area right here that might resist.
It's 9:15.
But once it goes above it, I think we got enough reason to. Cause look at that. We're the top of this candle doesn't have like this area is not like a lot of liquidity kind of. I mean maybe here, right? That's why it's kind of reacting there. You break this, you break this, and then you got all this room to we also got this chunk of stuff right here. But yeah, this could be undone. Boom. Yeah, it could happen. You know, it's happening. It's happening. But it's such a small move compared to like what's possible. I did miss this down move. What is Tesla doing now? Tesla's now up. So I imagine QQQ also did some kind of, QQQ is sideways, but it is above prior day highs. It's popping. Yeah, it is only 1.6% up. That's not a lot. Let's see what it does here. You know, some people might fade it, but for me, I want to hold. Let's see if it punctures through. If it punctures through, people that are fading, that get stopped out, they have to cover their position. Will make the stock blow up. You know, let's see right now. It looks like, yep, they have to cover. Maybe switch sides. Yep, we're already above that. Let's see, fake out, or are people gonna have to change direction? I'm out. I mean, I already got the first target, which was this. I fulfilled my 3-to-1, but with only one contract, which is not a lot. From here, I could fade, you know, trade to the downside, aim for a double top, you know, here and here to the downside. But this recent half hour is a lot of strength, so maybe chopping this from here, and then the move up is only $3 more, which is it's okay. You know, it's another $150. I got 180 from that contract. For the day, we're only up 295. Fake money, remember, fake money. This is an evaluation. That's very low compared to what I'm supposed to be having, which is 700 and something, 795, which is supposed to be my win amount. So that my expected value is 400. It's meh. It's meh numbers. Yesterday, the past 2 days were disgusting. Lost 600, so on. Yeah. 1,600. So our new value for this account, 72,883. Draw down left, 1,600. Look, it's coming back up. It is 919, so It is after 9, where opportunities are slower. The best opportunity was, break this level. You end up with this, and it retested. Retest, boom, blow up. How about that? Very technical. So Nvidia is convincing me to trade it in the future, because that was such a nice move. Right now it's breaking above. Will it fake out? I don't know. I wish I was trading shares, but you gotta do what you can with what you have. Tesla, man, I'm glad I stopped trading it, because Nvidia, I'm not gonna touch it no more. Who cares if it goes higher? Though it's not a bad idea to get in. Oof. Maybe like small size. Just to get a little taste. Come on, just a little bit. Just a tip, basically. Right now, it's just a tip mentality. Like, come on, just a tip. Alright, let's just a tip. Right now, we're getting in with just a tip. Let's see what this tip does. Do we end up with a full-on pregnancy? Meaning bad? Or do we get the satisfaction? Let's see if we climax. There you go. Man, these options barely move, man. Come on. Yeah, this is a pregnancy. Let me flatten that out. Man, you're psyching me out so much. But yeah, let's look at Tesla. It's not, I'm glad I got out of it, because look at this. Just terrible price action. AMD just keeps going higher. Look at that. It is too much for me, man. Like, I should have highlighted what it can do, which is this. 5 is very easy for it to do. 5 is, just walk in the park for it. But it broke up above this, which is great. That's a scalp. Approaching this area. How do you play this? Shoot, I don't know. I guess this right here. Want to really play it tight. But the thing with AMD is the options are much, they have bigger spreads. Let me make sure to verify that. $444. Yeah, the spreads are big, like $50 literally, $50. 50, and now we have 45, 50, 30, not bad for the ones that have lots of volume. 45 delta. Yeah, that's not too bad. 30. Yes. So the spreads are kind of nasty. 20 cent, 10, and more. Look at the video. Oh, good thing we got out of that one. Yeah, so the main goal was this little rectangle right here. This one. Look at the 15-minute. You see, it's a 3-to-1. Got fulfilled. Should have been 3 contracts that we got out of. 3 contracts that made 180. Was supposed to be 180 times 3, 540, which is below my 795 target. If it was shares, it would have been a perfect, 3-to-1, risking 375, making 950, 920, 375 times 3, 1,125. Wow. Big difference. That's a $330 difference from shares to options, which affects the expected value, which affects overall profitability and how fast your account grows. Yeah, so let me close this off. I'm not gonna trade anymore. Done for the day, unless I see something. I mean, Tesla could do that one thing that it does, that it did yesterday. To the downside, yes, it's possible. Huh. Let's see. Yeah, yesterday broke this and then higher. I don't see we got that here. Yeah, so let's disconnect everything.